Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we have seen the step response of second order system, and for all different types based upon its damping factor zeta. And the emphasis was given that the second order underdamped system is the most important among the others or among its types, as most of the times the desired closed loop performance of the real time control systems, desired I say, that is output response per unit step, is of underdamped nature, and hence the desired performance is always specified in terms of the time domain specifications arising out of the step response of second order underdamped system. These time domain specifications are also called as design performance specifications or design specifications in time domain. So let us begin with it. The step response of second order underdamped system is, let us sketch it. Let this be the steady state value, and let this be y of t. So the steady state for unity gain, or let us consider this as yss, steady state. For unity gain it's 1. So the response can be sketched like this. And it will continue like this till infinity, it will oscillate. Now in this case, let us make some markings. Let this be 0.5 of yss, that is 50% of steady state. Now the time domain specifications are marked like the time taken by the system to reach 50% of the final steady state at its first instant or first attempt is called as delay time TD. Or let us immediately define TD. So delay time TD. It is the time taken by the system to reach 50% of the final steady state value in first attempt. Why first attempt? Because here the peak overshoot is less, and hence it is not coming back to this less than 50%. Otherwise, sometimes it may happen this response is moving very up and then again coming here down. So this 50% may come number of times. And that is why I said in the first attempt. So this one, it is denoted by TD, and for second order system, specifically I will write here, for second order underdamped system, it is given by TD is equal to 1 plus 0.7 zeta divided by omega n, where zeta is the damping factor, omega n is the natural frequency. Now these specifications are equally applicable for any order of system, but the formulae that we are giving here are applicable only for second order underdamped system. The next specification is rise time TR. So this rise time TR for underdamped system is the time taken by the system to reach from 0% to 100% of the final steady state in the first instant or in the first attempt. And if it is overdamped or critically damped system, then it will never reach the 100%. It will reach the 100% at infinity. So for overdamped or critically damped system, the rise time is defined as the time taken by the system to reach from 10% of final steady state to 90% of final steady state in the first attempt. However, here we are discussing underdamped, so we will define the rise time with reference to underdamped system only. So the rise time is defined as it is the time taken by the underdamped system, specifically I am mentioning here underdamped system, to reach 100% of steady state value in first attempt. Its notation is rise time TR. For second order underdamped system, TR is equal to pi minus theta by omega d, where what is theta and omega d, that was covered in the last class. Omega d is the damped frequency or frequency of damped oscillations given by omega n into under root 1 minus zeta square, and theta was equal to cos inverse zeta, or equivalently tan inverse of under root 1 minus zeta square by zeta, or sin inverse of under root 1 minus zeta square. So this is rise time. Now next is the peak time. So this peak time is nothing but the time taken by the system to reach the highest value of the response. Let us define it. Peak time. It is the time taken by the system to reach the highest value कंसात first in bracket first peak of the response. For second order underdamped system, Tp is equal to pi by omega d. Now, next important specification is peak overshoot. So if this y-axis is 1, if y-axis is 1, then this is the peak overshoot. Empty. If y-axis is 1, otherwise this is not empty, then it will be this divided by y-axis will be empty, because peak overshoot is what? It is the difference between highest value of the response and YSS. I will directly write YSS. Actually, it is nothing but steady state value with respect to YSS. So this MP in general is YTP, means output Y at TP minus YSS by YSS, and it is generally expressed in percentage. So if I write here percentage MP, then it will be multiplied by 100. Where what is YTP? YTP is Y of T at T equal to TP. For second order system, this MP is equal to e raised to minus pi zeta upon under root 1 minus zeta square, and if it is in percentage, then multiplied by 100. Now the last specification, last time domain transient performance specification is settling time, and it is denoted by, it is ideally the response will settle only at time t equal to infinity, which is fictitious. Infinity is fictitious. So practically a tolerance band around YSS is marked. On both sides. And then the settling time is that when the response enters inside the band and stays within the band thereafter is the settling time. Means in this case what I say, here the response enters in the band but again it leaves the band, so this cannot be a settling time. Again here it is entering in the band, and yes, we can treat this as it is within the band. So then this will be the settling time in this particular case. Now if we say that this is also leaving the band, then this will be the settling point, but let us consider that this is inside the band. And then in this particular case, this will be the TS, and the value of TS depends upon the tolerance band considered. So this tolerance band considered is generally 2% or 5%, generally 2%, in some cases 5%, and in very tight situations it is also considered as 1% settling time. So let us define the settling time also. So it is the time taken by the system to enter, system or its response to enter in the pre-specified tolerance band and stay in the band thereafter. So for second order underdamped system, I will say second order system, it is underdamped. For 5% settling band, TS is 3 upon zeta omega n, and for 2% settling band, Ts is equal to 4 upon zeta omega n, and it is truly approximate, whereas these values will match with the response. Wherever response you get a response and you sketch it by getting the values, you will almost exactly get these values of Td, Tr, Tp and Mp. Whatever is calculated by the formula, same will appear here. But Ts is truly approximate. Even though if you consider 5% band, it may not be exactly 3 by zeta omega n. It totally depends upon whether at 5% band it enters and then remains within the band, then this will be the settling time. But if it leaves the band and then here it enters, then it differs from the formula. So there will be minor change in the values that we get actual and that the values obtained by the formula, but for the remaining it will be the same. It is enough in this class. In the next lecture we will derive the expressions for this Tr, Tp, Mp and Ts. Now here we have given the expressions, so we will derive how these expressions are obtained. Let us meet again. Thank you.